Hello and welcome to Lights Uncorked. I am your host, Patrick Serrano, and today we are talking about Murder on Maple Drive. By the way, it is our 1 year anniversary! Yay! We are a year old today. We have done videos for a whole year. Can you believe it? Thank you everyone who subscribes and follows and likes these videos or watches these videos. Started in the pandemic, as most random things do, but unlike Brie Larson, we're gonna keep going. Happy birthday to us. Happy birthday to us. Happy birthday to us. Happy birthday to us. You're welcome. You're welcome for that. Murder on Maple Drive stars Bea Santos as Tess, Andrew Bushell as Mark, and Kevin Foy as a plumber. The IMDb's all over the place. I don't know what to do. We'll go with that. On the show, we either pour it up, which means yes, or put a cork in it, which means no, thank you. So what are we going to do to this movie? Put a cork in it. Sorry to this movie. Now, if you haven't seen the movie and you want to avoid spoilers, you're going to want to go ahead and hit pause and come on back because I'm going to do a quick little recap starting now.
Tess and her hunk husband Mark move into $1 million home. Tess can't understand how they are able to afford such a place until Mark tells her about the murder-suicide that happened in the house. Tess is surprisingly on board and enjoys some pizza on the floor and slow dancing with her hubby. Mark doesn't stick around long and spends the rest of the movie traveling for business. It's too bad because he's hot as hell. Tess is left behind to get the rundown on the neighborhood. There's Shelby, the town gossip, David, the air quotes hot neighbor, and a creepy man with a dog. David starts fixating on Tess and he tells her about his wife who died of cancer. David later rescues Tess from a home invasion. Then he mistakes her for his dead wife Catherine and asks Tess to watch his house. Tess feels like the man with the dog is following her around. Maybe because he is. The man warns her that she is going to end up like Sylvia Clark, the woman who was murdered on Maple Drive. Tess looks up the name online and meets with a beat reporter named Harmony. While drinking heavily in a bar, Harmony shares that the murder-suicide seems staged. She theorizes that David killed Sylvia because they were having an affair. She also mentions the creepy guy with the dog is a veteran. So that explains everything. He's a normal, nice guy. Tess tells her sister/real estate agent Willow about David stalking her. Willow seems more concerned that Tess is going to resell the home and lose a lot of money. Then Willow tells David to stay away from her sister. But she's lured inside with the promise of Tupperware. Classic killer trick. While having cake with the town gossip, Tess sees David paying off the intruder who broke into her home. She rushes to David's house and finds her sister locked in the basement. David chases after her, screaming about marriages. He goes all Jack Nicholson on the bathroom door. They end up in the garage where the original murders happened, and the vet/dog owner rescues Tess until he gets knocked out, and then Tess rescues herself with a fire hydrant. I mean, a fire extinguisher. Cut to a barbecue where everyone is alive and laughing. The vet gets a new dog because I guess his other one died? And that is Murder on Maple Drive.
And now it's time for the Minority Report, the segment where we talk about representation in TV, movies, and why it matters. So we had good representation here. We had some 911 callers. Murder on Maple Drive. What a stupid name. Yes, there was a murder on Maple Drive. The whole concept of the movie was that this young couple got a great deal on this place because there was a murder-suicide there. Oh no! But let me tell you, if my husband or boyfriend bought a house and there was a murder-suicide there, no, that would not work. He could move in and I would stay wherever we were. I'd keep renting. It's one of those Lifetime movies that is like a whodunit mystery. We all kind of figure it out within like the first 2 seconds. Lifetime doesn't do mystery well. If I wanted to watch mystery, I'd probably watch the Mystery Channel. Is there a Mystery Channel? I don't know. I only watch Lifetime. Long, drawn out, like 20 minutes of introducing every neighbor and then reiterating who each neighbor was and then telling somebody else about the neighbor. Oh, honey, did you see the guy with the dog? That was crazy. Whoever wrote this needs to look at a Hallmark movie, see how they get that exposition out in the first scene in like 2 minutes. I know everything I need to know. And then we can get on with the actual mystery. This one just took a long time to get there. And then when it finally resolved itself, it wasn't a surprise or a twist or anything. It was very run-of-the-mill. And then this is going to be so rude to say, but I'm going to say it. David, the character, not hot enough to be having all these neighbors throw themselves at him. I'm like, where's the shirtless scene? Where is our hunky, like, getting out of the shower shot? Like, best we got was him running in, like, a full, like, running shirt like I'm wearing right now and shorts. Like, I could see that. I could just run in the mirror and see that. I don't want to see that. You don't want to see that. So yeah, so like up the hunk factor, and then maybe the motives would have made more sense, or like everybody in the neighborhood being obsessed with him would have made more sense. And then at the end, there was that little scene with the dog. I realized the dog apparently died because in one scene she holds up a collar, and that's supposed to show us that the dog was murdered. I'm glad I didn't put that together because I'm not a monster, but any Lifetime movie that kills an animal at this point, I'm like, let's stop relying on that trope. Like, Fear did it with Mark Wahlberg and Reese Witherspoon. Let's leave it there and, like, never go back. Glenn Close with the bunny, fine. That was the 80s. We're living in the 2020s. No. And now it is time for the Minority Report, the segment where we talk about representation in TV movies and why it matters. So we had some great representation here. Of course, we had our leading man, Andrew Bushnell, played Mark. Love him. Stephanie Wan as an EMT. Getting those Canadian actors in there like Andrew Bushnell, who's done a bunch of Hallmark Christmas movies or Lifetime Christmas movies the past season, and now is getting into the murder mystery. But, you know, like, leave the mystery, dude, and, like, just do, like, a Lifetime thriller, and I think we'll be good to go. Or do a Lifetime Christmas movie. This guy's awesome. Get Andrew in more movies. He's so cute. And clearly I'm single. All right, so maybe I should be set up with a neighbor and then murdered. But we're not here to talk about that. That is it for this week. We will talk to you next week. You can follow me at Patrick Miguel or the show at Lights Are Uncorked. Don't forget to check out our website, lightsuncorked.com, and check out our podcast, celebrating 1 year on YouTube. So give us a like, give us a subscribe, tell your friends, and hey, donate to our Ko-fi page if you are so inclined. I think that's it. We'll talk to you next time. Okay, bye.